skills, gold experience. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is not like a... Usually they at least put a bra on the females. Well, I guess they're being true to the time period, because I don't think that bras existed. Well, I mean, something existed, I'm sure. Anyway. Oops, I almost took her shirt off. Yeah, that was a little bit close. I like the blue shirt. How about this? Green slacks, brown slacks, maybe. Anyway, so it's interesting. You don't have... It's not like you just level it up and just go like, oh, level 2 close combat, level 3 close combat. We're actually choosing skills here. So, remise, immediately follow a swing with another in the opposite direction. Okay, I think I understand what that means. Feign, cease a feigned attack to quickly renew it. Okay. Fend, abandon your attack to quickly parry. I like that. I like that a lot. Riposte. After a parry, rapidly follow with an attack. Okay, so these two go well together. And it's only going to give us the ability to do one. Well, I think having the ability to abandon attacks and quickly parry is very important. Ranged attack. We don't have any ranged attack. Okay, armor. Maneuvering in armor. Move swiftly under the weight of your armor. Deflection. Actively protect gaps and weak areas in your armor. Okay. Security. Confidence in your armor allows you to continue attacks while receiving blows. Definitely not. So either actively protect gaps and weak areas in your armor, or move more swiftly under the weight of your armor. I kind of feel a little bit like the ability to move away is more important than defending, if that makes any sense. Shields. Counter. Rapidly counter with an attack after a block. That sounds cool. Persist. Continue attacks while receiving blows to the shield. Interesting. Endure. Withstand more blows before your shield arm tires. Ability. Build cumbersome shields with greater ease and speed. Ooh, this is actually a tough one. Rapidly counter with an attack after a block. I like that. I feel like I'm just going to be kind of like I'll engage by blocking, and then the first attack they do, I'll block it and then come up with an attack, and then wait, why don't I have... Wait, I'm only allowed to choose one out of all of this? Oh, okay, that's interesting. So I'm just gonna... Yeah, I think I might go with this one, or maybe with the shield one, but yeah, I don't know. Let's just continue reading these, and then I'll decide. Mobility, insight, inversion, produce an opposite or contrary effect. Okay. Expansion, apply an effect in a broader area or target. Convergence, focus an effect to a more specific or narrow target. Interesting. Union, combine elements of different effects to produce a new one. I like the sound of that. That sounds like a lot of fun. Maybe for like a second playthrough where we come back and we say like, we start experimenting with different effects. But for now, I think I'm not really going to go with stuff like this. Coherence. Manipulate an effect into a more coherent form, whatever the heck that means. Iteration. You become more efficient when repeating the same binding. So that's kind of like, if you want to spam some sort of thing, I don't know if this has magic, like fireballs, whatever, but whatever it is, like if you want to be like a spam person, like magic missile, magic missile, magic missile, magic missile, magic missile, magic missile, like you can do that. That's also probably very me. Uh, revelation. Learn from observation and external sources of knowledge. Some of this insight stuff sounds fun. Amalgamation. Combine effects from different domains. So what I'm going to do is, just in case I'm allowed to choose multiple of something, I'm going to continue choosing things, but then at the very end I'll go back and choose the one thing that I actually think I'm going to do. So, concentration. Sustained. Sustained bindings require much less of your focus. That's cool. Continuity. Maintain a binding while performing other tasks. Abstraction. Continuous bindings require less of your focus. Wait. Continuity. Maintain a binding while... Sustained. Sustained bindings require much less of your focus. Okay. Continuous bindings require less of your focus. Sustained versus continuous. I wonder what the difference is. Clarity. You are able to regain mental focus more quickly. I might do something like that. Resolve. You are less easily distracted or interrupted while shaping a binding. Okay, that's pretty cool for like a solo, I guess. Volition. You are more resistant to mental intrusions and effects. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get this and vent at the same time, and I don't think it's going to work. Yep, it's going to take that away from me. That's fine. And then let's go back, because I really want to see what are good hairstyles. Like I just, wow, she kind of looks like she's about to go to an office job or something. Like, does she have pockets? No, she doesn't have pockets. I don't know. She just looks like a 21st century woman who's about to go to her job. Wavy hair. Huh. I would like to talk to your manager. I think that's a little bit more realistic, I suppose you could say. Cool. Alright, so we got Vent. Abandon your attack to quickly parry. We'll see. We will see. Choose which new power you wish to learn first. Mind, force, body, energy, light, displacement. Sense minds. Sense minds in your vicinity and reveal their emotional state. Release a blast, pushing away anything in front of you. That could be useful. I don't have access to body, or energy, or light, or displacement, only mind and force. So do I want to be able to sense minds in my vicinity? Or do I want to force away things? Well, I feel like I'm going to do kind of like a warrior type who's going to run around with a sword. So anything that pushes stuff away from me is kind of like just giving them time away from me, you know, where I'm not able to attack them. But mind, being able to sense minds in my vicinity, I don't know how important that is either. Because I kind of get the feeling that enemies are going to reveal themselves quickly. They're just going to be like, hey, it's Shufflecat. We don't like Shufflecat. And just run up on me directly and start attacking. So maybe I'll go with Force. Maybe that will be useful of like, if I'm fighting somebody and there's a ledge behind them, I can force them off the ledge. They fall down the hole. Quickly form a barrier of dense force to protect you. Release a wave of force pushing away anything surrounding you. Release a bolt of focused force able to hit distant targets. Move and manipulate distant objects. That might be really useful. Unleash a sustained stream of force in front of you. What about mind? What else is inside mind? Cleanse a target's mind of concerns and aggression. Nice. Continuously sense minds in your vicinity requires continuity. So wait a second. Sense minds isn't like a passive? I thought that was going to be a passive that just is always active, but apparently not. Conceal your mind, making it difficult to detect. Briefly confuse a target and cause them to not recognize others. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to go with force. Wait, why do I see a little... Why do I see a little thingy? Okay, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. There's a little dot that appears. Huh. You already have this ability. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Esquiloforador? I am so sorry for butchering your name. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. What do you mean when you say you already have this ability? You can call me Squirrel. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, I just also realized my VTuber is covering up what I'm talking about here. Let's go ahead and move this over here. And then I'm going to flip me horizontal for a second so that people can actually see what I'm talking about here. So this little dot here, it's not always there. It wasn't there at the beginning. And then when I hit force, and I click on blast, it produces a dot. And squirrel, it sounds like what you're saying is the dot means I have this, I now have this ability and I can now click on begin. Is that how this works? Not sure. Nope. Okay. Did I start off with blast? Is it saying like I have the ability to choose something and when I click on it, that disappears and I now have blast? Yeah, you can choose one that is not lighted up. Okay. Okay, so, like, for example, I can choose barrier? Ooh, looks like it allowed me to choose torrent. Unleash a sustained stream of force in front of you. There you go. Cool. Okay. Okay, I think I may have learned something. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure all of these are not available to me for some reason or another. But I think we're ready to go. Okay, so I'm trying the WASD keys. Okay, so I'm understanding this. Or maybe I'm not. So W moves me in the direction that I'm facing. And D turns me to the right. Ooh, this is interesting. Okay, so she's got like tank controls. Okay, so can I click on this torch? a simple torch. So if I double click on something, it's going to, what's it called? Inspect the item. And now I've lost my torch. I don't know how to pick up torches. Ah, I fell down. I recommend you using the mouse to move. Okay. Okay, cool. So if I hold down right click, she moves in the direction of the mouse. And if I hold down shift, that happens. Okay, so how do I pick up a thing? I'm assuming they're giving me this torch to... because they want me to pick it up. Let me see, how do I move my camera? Can I rotate my camera? Controls. Orbit camera is mouse 3. Of course it is. Why wasn't that the first thing I tried? Okay, oh, and I should also... Controls. Interact is control. So if I hold my mouse over... Suddenly I don't have the... what's it called? I don't have the little cursor when I hold my mouse over the torch. Maybe I'm not close enough. Interesting. Okay. So I'm gonna stand fairly close and then look at the settings. Is there a pickup button? Flip weapon, switch equipped, target look, crouch. Crouch is X, okay. Toggle combat. Cursor look. What is cursor look? Okay. It's kind of like this thing where if I move my mouse to the left, it's almost like orbit, but it's only in the horizontal plane. Middle mouse button to change angle. Thank you, thank you. I recommend. Oh, yep, I already read that part. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm struggling with the picking up things. Crouch. Does crouch do anything for me right now? I can't even crouch. Okay. Not a problem. Let's see. Skills. Is picking up a torch a skill? It could be. Or maybe it's a power. Let me see if maybe the manual inventory. Okay. So maybe I need to hit inventory and then there we go. Cool. Okay. It took us a minute. It took us a minute to figure out how to pick up a torch, but we did it. Now, hopefully this torch is not the type that runs out fairly quickly or at all. But we will find out. Okay, parchment. This appears to be the final page of a letter, and assist him in whatever way you can. If all else fails, then recover any information he has gathered and bring it to me. There is a potential in you. Succeed here, and we will find a place for you. Badly scribbled across the back of the page are the following words: there is another way out. Cool. Okay. Ooh. Interesting. So I can choose the primary and secondary. I'm assuming that, like right now, my secondary layout is with the torch. So if yeah, now both of them are with the torch, and now primary is. Okay, that's cool. So let's go ahead and get out of our inventory. And let's just see if there's anything else in this room. There could be other things to interact with. I also know that you can pick up objects. Like this whole game is just like physics-based ragdoll stuff. Like you can pick up objects and you can like throw them at enemies. I don't know if Yeah, it's not really letting me do like a throw. Yeah, if I right-click, then it just goes back to where it was. That that could be interesting. I wonder if I'm going to be rewarded with more equipment if I pick up this stuff here, move it out of the way. There could be like a sword or armor somewhere in here. So far, it's not letting me pick up most of this stuff. I also really appreciate the music right now. Like it's giving me this ominous feeling of like, okay, you're not in a good place right now. This is it's very dangerous where you are. Ooh, maybe I can use a board as a weapon? Can I pick up the board? Because if this were real life, this is exactly what I would do. Is I would pick up this board and I would use it to defend myself against any. Oh, is this a shield? Yeah, yeah, buddy. Okay, so we were rewarded for our exploration. Now, how do I use my shield? Toggle combat. Probably I'm gonna have to toggle into combat, and then what is it? Let's go ahead and do that first. Let's do a little bit of exploration. So if I tap, okay, so I'm in combat, and when I left click, I swing my torch, which is interesting because it almost looks like, oops, like hitting my torch, like swinging my torch might actually put it out. So that's interesting. So right click is still walk. Let me see. So I'm trying to figure out where is my shield button. Alternate attack is Alt. Switch it to equipped. I thought I saw primary and secondary abilities or something. So if I hit Alt, just so you know, I will not backseat, just trying to help you with the basics of the game. I appreciate it. I do appreciate little tips of like, oh, this is how you do X or Y when I'm struggling, for sure. The manual covers everything. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So maneuvering, attacking, defending. When not attacking, you will attempt to defend and parry. You can let go of an attack at any point to defend instead. Even if you do not successfully parry, you will be less vulnerable when defending. Parries and blocks are not binary actions. Positioning and angles are important, and ultimately physics will determine the outcome. You can dodge attacks or move to reduce their threat. For example, moving into an attack may allow you to block the arm or handle of the weapon with your own body or reduce the power of the blow. I love this. This is why I wanted to play this game. Um, because I saw that it was basically doing what a lot of games don't do, which is take into account the surroundings, the body physics, the kinematics, just everything. And I'm loving the idea of it. Um, I'm now learning that I probably should have read through the manual before coming on stream and streaming all of this stuff. But what I think that we can do is we'll have a clumsy little dumb streamer stream where I kind of stumble through things, and then um, I may read the manual offline. That's the spirit. Thank you. I'm glad that you appreciate my dummy approach to things. But yeah, if I continue to play this, which at this moment I'm very certain that I will read the manual before coming on stream, and then probably do another stream where I'm more experienced and I understand how things work. Okay. Oops. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. It's like games don't take into account the fact that if you try to walk over a chair, that's awkward. That's not going to work too well for you. Also, I think I'm hurting myself by doing that. But in any case, that's either my health or my stamina. It's regenerating, so if it is my health, then only major wounds don't regenerate. And if it's my stamina, then stamina regenerates. This could be my mana, not quite sure. Let's just do a quick little saving. Progress is regularly saved. You can quit and return to where you were at any point. You cannot manually save and load to travel in time and undo your mistakes. Being smart to avoid death and injury is a fundamental part of the game. Nice, I appreciate that. There are optional checkpoint saves you can enable in settings. These will permanently save your progress at various points in the game. If your character dies, you will be able to return to the last checkpoint. You are free to create as many games as you like, and all will be saved. You can choose which one to play through the continue screen. So what I think I'm going to do is I will have a stream a character, which is the one we're playing right now, and then when I read the manual later and experiment with things, I will do that with an off-screen character. That way, there's kind of like a continuity to the VODs, or to anybody who wants to watch this stuff. You will not miss out on something just because I wanted to do something off screen. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and move our camera here so that we can check around corners. And then I don't seem to have the ability to look further down. Like I would like to see what's ahead of me further than like 2 feet, but it doesn't seem like it's giving me the option. So I'm going to just check underneath there, see what's there. Check around corner. Ooh, okay. Suddenly now I have high vision. I don't know if that's because I scrolled out with the scroll wheel, or if that's just because I entered into an area where the game suddenly said, hey, you need more vision. But in any case, I'm going to continue exploring, see what's around here. What I'm getting from this is a spiky thing, and maybe if an enemy walks through this door, they'll be walking into the spiky thing. So let's see. Feels like this door is locked. So I'm going to take Mr. Spiky with me. Can I carry something and walk at the same time? No, it doesn't look like I can. Which is fine. Okay. It looks like there's a place to go over here. I'm feeling really scared. This is actually like a very atmospheric game. I'm also realizing as I search this stuff, I shouldn't put it all into the center of the hallway, because if I need to run away, all this stuff is going to get in my way. That's what I'm talking about. It's like my regular RPG programming is telling me like, it doesn't matter where you put this stuff. You can just run through it. But I need to stop thinking like that. I need to start thinking like this game. Speaking of how to pronounce things, the very first thing I asked when I started up stream was like, how do you pronounce the name of this game? Is it Exanima? Exanima or something like that? And also, it would be also interesting to know, like, what does that mean? Why is it called that? Okay, I'm having trouble getting this thing out of the way. There we go. Good question. Oh, okay. I really don't know. That's okay. Is there a Discord for this game that the community can join and ask questions and cooperate with each other? Yeah, there is? Okay. If you want to post the link to the Discord in chat, I will allow that. That's okay. Um, it may auto mod you, but when I get to it, I'll remove the auto mod away from that because you are posting it in response to me asking about it. Oh, that is a person. Hello, person. Are you? I'm guessing you're not friendly. You don't look friendly right now. I don't want to hurt you if I don't have to, but you're standing there menacingly. And ooh. Okay. Okay. Can I just like close the door and just be like, nope. Now watch, that guy's totally gonna come up behind me, isn't he? Ooh. What's in here? Cool. Thank you for posting the link to the Discord. I'll probably join that at some point later and see if I can ask some questions and learn a lot more. Can I move this crate? I cannot. I should probably change the controls because I keep on wanting right click to be my camera move. And that keeps on kind of doing some stuff to me, but we will see. I might just end up learning eventually. Okay, cool. So we've got a object. This looks like maybe it's a saw of some sort. A saw. Okay, so we've got two options here. Torch. Torch does not seem to have any sort of like weapon ability. But it looks like maybe I can take this saw, go into... Yeah. Okay. A plate, a metal plate. A metal plate with rats. I hear something. Oh, okay, hello. Why do you look exactly like me?